Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Tesla stock options analysis. So let's see where the bets are placed by the traders for this coming week. We have, well, good amount of calls. There's a good spike on there, but I'm seeing out of the money calls are less and out of the money puts are quite a lot. So we'll take a look at in this video how technically those calls or puts may come to fruition, and I'll provide my overall opinion as technically what is viable, what may just go worthless, and things along those lines. And also we'll get to see the sentiment of the traders. Now, before going further, if you can go to my channel and check out this video of mine Tesla that I did just a day ago. Like in this video, I have talked about all the technicals and things to watch. This video is still technically valid for this week, and this is what I talked about after the market closed on Friday. So if you can check this video out, this will give you a head start already on Tesla, this options analysis as well, but I'll still provide a very high level glimpse into the very high level technicals here as well in this video. And also, if you want to follow along in the journey of mine, that the dividend investing portfolio that I'm building, and I cover about this on this channel of mine, Junior Trader Dividend Investing channel. I provide bi-weekly updates here. And if you want to follow along, just check out videos here, subscribe here as well, guys. And I am looking to buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs as well. So, but more about it, I have talked in the videos here on my channel. So check it out if you're interested. All right. With that, let's kick this thing off. And there's one more thing I want to let you know. None of this is any financial advice, and it's only for education purposes. I'm just sharing my opinion here, guys. Please go and do whatever you want to do, all right? So, Tesla, as for very high-level technicals, guys, we are full on bullish on Tesla. There's just no sign of downside. Any pullback that it has been coming is just getting bought back up. Yeah, right now, well, when Tesla moves, it just moves, and right now I'm not seeing any sign of downside. Now, it all comes down to the levels, and so, like, at this point, if you want to do, intraday trade, that's all what I can suggest, because swing moves, my board has already given a lot of profitable positions. On the swing side, it's now just giving partial take profits. I would suggest just do intraday trading, and if I just really quickly show you my day trading board as well on Tesla, this has been doing really well, really nice. You can see the profits on the left side on the table, the last 30 trades, and we have been getting really good buy and take profit positions as well. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. I have 2 indicators and 2 bots, all right? Now, let's go back to the hourly interval, because I just want to really high level talk about technicals, and then we'll jump into the options. So, as long as, like, it's only intraday plays I would say suggest here, because it's extended, but it can still continue higher because structure is still bullish, and I'm not seeing any structure to the downside. So yes, it can continue higher. 252 and above, it's just a long play, all right, as if we continue higher because structure is still bullish. If we lose 246 and 65 cents, you can expect some downside, some cool off may come, but that will only be intraday cool off, nothing more than that. That doesn't make that doesn't make Tesla bearish. Tesla has a lot of room to just still stay bullish. Your better bet is also just to, if pullback is coming, let the pullback happens, and then you can use the principles of trading, double bottom, and consolidations at these significant levels that marks again my indicator automatically, and then those are the places you can use to buy again into those pullbacks. All right, structure is still bullish on Tesla. Nothing has changed in that regards. All right. So that being said, let's talk about the options now. And again, if you need more technical in-depth analysis, I pointed you to the video on my channel already for that. All right, so Tesla's options here. Black is the last trading day closing price, green are the calls, red are the puts. Right off the gate, you can see we have a huge spike in the money calls at an open interest for $245. Now, I'm not going to talk about it because this is already in the money. So technically, yeah, just take the profits here or whatever you want to do, but this is already in the money. Not going to talk about it because if you buy this call right now, you will be paying a lot of premium as well. All right, so at this point, it's just worth trading as a share rather than going in the money call on this one. So it's just not worth it, right, for the premium that you will pay for it. So I want to talk about out of the money calls and the puts, right? So I'm seeing some at 260 and then 250. There is some, but yeah, 300 is there and 260. So how about we start off there, and then I want to talk about these puts, 220 puts and $200 puts, because that's where some good spike on the put side is, right? So $260 calls, guys. Technically, structure is bullish as Nvidia can. Oh, why am I saying Nvidia? Sorry, as Tesla can get above 252 and 69 cents. 260 is a possibility. It's not far away. So because structure is in that direction, so yes, it has more likelihood and possibility. $300, as I have talked about in that video of mine, $300 is the direction we are going. Right now I'm not seeing any structure to the downside or consolidation that stops us from going to $300. But can $300 happen for this week? Right, that's the question, because those are the calls we are talking about. We have the range at what, almost, let's give it $10, right? I know average range is just over $14, and last range was like around not $10, so it's a little bit slowing down as well. So how about we just give it $10 as an expectation? So 10 times 5 is what? On the average range, 50, which is like 5 trading days, right? So from 251, we just get to $300, a little bit plus, right? $301. So not necessarily that I would say you would be, making any money on $300. We might fall short of it, even if Tesla keeps going every day up, right? Average range tells you that there could be dip as well. So $300, no. That's what I would say. Your better bet to trade the calls would be as we get above 251. Any calls, in my opinion, until 270 is viable, as long as we keep the structure bullish, right, and not going to the consolidation. If you see one red candle come, again, that will affect the likelihood of higher calls coming in, right, because that is then going into the consolidation, so we might slow down, but we'll see. Right now I'm not seeing any of that. Break above the level of 252, as we break above it, it's just going to continue higher. As I said, right now I'm not seeing any structure to the downside. Now we got to talk about the puts though, because I know this is dwarfing, right? These amount of puts are being dwarfed just by this green candle, and that's why in the relativeness you're not seeing these spikes here. But believe me, these are good numbers, 220 puts and $200 puts. All right, so let's talk about $220 puts. Can they be played? Are the traders betting on the right side? So $220 puts. Let's get going over here. Now, this, just looking at the daily interval, guys, we can't make anything out of it. We have to go to the hourly interval for this one. So okay, let's first get the difference. It's a $30 difference from where the price is right now. Okay, so if I use the measuring tool, it's almost $31. So if it's doing $10 range, Tesla has to fall 3 days consecutively $10 to get to the $30 range. Is that the likelihood? Oh, sorry, I deleted that line. Well, I would argue that no. When price action is so bullish, for things to just fall like that is hard to come. So 220 puts, I don't think so. But let's go to the hourly interval and let's see what's happening there. So what are the structural supports that we have on Tesla? So 246 and 73 cents is a support right now. If we lose that, as I said, intraday cool off may come, but we have the 50 hours moving average also coming as a support. To see 220 put, I would argue that, again, the likelihood of that happening is 10% or very less. I just don't see why 220 puts would happen. And that spike that I'm seeing there is, I don't think it's worth it. And $200 puts, forget it, not happening. That's just going to go worthless, even though there is some interest sitting, good interest amount sitting by the traders. It's just not going to happen. I mean, you have seen short sellers have been making just stupid mistakes, right? I mean, that's what they do. All the options traders usually lose money because they just don't trade technically. $200 puts, forget it. We have a 200 days moving average support down there. We just have so much of supports. 200 puts not going to happen. Why would you play it for the next week? Just my opinion though. You can go and you can tell junior trader, you just don't know what you're talking about. All right, $200 put's gonna make me a lot of money. All right, I'm gonna go and buy those. Sure, go ahead, do it. All right, your decisions, your outcomes, guys. I'm just sharing here my opinion, nothing more than that. You are free to make your own decisions and choices. All right, now, what we have from here is I want to also provide now what type of puts and calls can come to fruition. All right, let's talk about that. Now, I'm not a big fan with the options trading, first of all. I like to trade with the shares. All right, but if you want to trade options and you are just like, nope, that's all what we know and that's what we want to do. All right, so I will provide a range that best possibly safer areas to trade both calls and the puts. Now for the calls, if we stay above 246 and also get above 240, oh sorry, 252, any call in this area is worth it, like until 275 in my opinion. This is still a quite a big range. The higher you go, the less likelihood it will be, but this is, I would still say, is a safer bet to if you really want to trade options. All right, so that would be for the calls. Now for the puts, I would say that anything, if we lose 246, I would want to lose these two pivots as well. So your better place to play the puts would be, sure, this region, but not more than, I would say, 234. That's the safest zone I can provide for playing the puts. Nothing more than that, guys. All right. So your tradable range on the options, I would say, is from 234 all the way to 275. This is the range I expect Tesla to move around in this week. Just my expectations. As if we lose the levels or price action doesn't hold on those levels, things may change. But this is my, hunch and expectations based on how the price action is looking like and the technical structures here. All right, cool. So yeah, that's that, guys. Anyways. Yeah, and accordingly you will make the decision. I'm seeing, traders are trying to play the puts, and the calls are, they're less like up the here, but this options data is just telling you the sentiment of the traders. It doesn't tell you where the price action is going to go. That's why we do technical price action analysis to identify what type of price range we are dealing with going into the next week based on the structure and the levels as they hold and flush or break, right? So that's what I want to provide in this video. All right, guys, if you found this video helpful and valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and with that, I'll see you in my next videos. If you need access to my tools, links in the description below. I have 2 trading bots and 2 indicators, and check out my other channels as well, guys. All right, take care, bye.